Hello guys, welcome back. I have a little video today on a 3D printing project I've done, working on, not finished, but working on, and some issues with it that I need to work through. So this is a model that I found from a 3D, he does a lot of Star Trek stuff and a lot of 3D dioramas and models and figures and stuff like that. He's on Thingiverse. I'll put a link up. I can't remember though if this model was on his Thingiverse account. He also has a Patreon that I subscribe to just because I think he deserves it to be supported, and so that's like a monthly thing. And I can't remember if it was on there or not, but it's JD Makes. He's posted online on Facebook and stuff a lot too, but he's got stuff out there. Really good designer. I get a lot of this stuff. I have not printed a lot of it yet, just because it's tons of files waiting to get there. But again, as always, not my house, not enough room. So until that gets taken care of, and it takes a while to get these, slow down. So this is one I believe that he just made up on his own. It's a Klingon fighter. He named it the Korid class. It's like a single person fighter. Again, I don't think it was ever in the show. I think it's something that he just made up. It did a really good job on it. It was sized for the Playmates action figures, which I am printing as well, but I did size this down to the Galoob action figure size. So I reduced it by the amount that I always reduce them. Some of it came out acceptable for that size, some of it not so much. So it definitely is designed for the Playmates. But I'll let you guys see it, take a look at it, and some things that I might need to change, work on, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so main body here, and I'll show you guys up closer, obviously. The wings are separate, and there's little tabs that stick out and in so that you can attach the wings. I got it sanded and glued together today, just because I need to go through and I need to fill in these seams on the wings, because I had to sand them down quite a bit to get them to snap flush. So I did end up with a bit of a seam. So I'm going to have to take care of that. And then also, and don't mind this, there's a little hole that I had to patch up. The printer stuck a little bit. So you got the inside, you got this big chair back here, which definitely is more of a Playmates thickness because, you know, their legs go out. Their knees are all funky. They don't really go forward. And so I think the chair is a lot wider than a normal chair would be, just because it's for the Playmates guys to sit down in. There's no like controls or anything. There's just the chair in there with the arms. The front of this section is where the cockpit cover goes. And then there is a space on the bottom to attach some landing gear. These 3 inserted pegs here, or holes, for landing gear. So I like the look. It's definitely like Bird of Prey-ish, right? So, and then Klingon and Cardassian sort of ish looking body, but I like it. I like it. And it was in easy print. It was small. You can see, I don't know if it's from my sizing or what, but the wing sections on both sides hang over a little bit once I snapped them together. So I'm going to have to file that down a little bit after I get these filled in. He did make landing gear for this. The problem is, when he designed it, there's 3 indentations, and so this would need like 3 pegs sticking out, but there are also 3 indentations. There's no pegs to hold them together, so I'm going to have to design some pegs to print out and glue in these holes so that they snap together, because there's no way to attach them right now. So, but it just kind of will sit on there, and you can see it there. Oops. It does work. It does hold it upright. So that's good. The landing gear, at least with the resin, is very fragile. These are very fragile. I don't know if it'd be the same if you print it in a PLA or PVA or anything, on a printer. I don't have any of those here at this house with me. They're all in storage at my other place. I just have the resin printers, but very thin. So just be careful if you print it out. But yeah, I did snap a couple of them off and had to glue them back on because trying to sand them, and it was just either the vibration just snapped them off. So I'm hoping that they hold. But I have had it under here, and it is holding it up without breaking. So that's good. As soon as I can I want to put the pegs in here so this stays smooth, and then you just snap the pegs in if you want it to land for display or whatever. And then there is a cockpit cover. There is no windows for it, so it's just a cockpit cover. So I'm going to have to go through and design some windows to go in here. And I don't know if I want to do just like clear plastic, or if I want to do like a smoky resin, like a clear, well, not clear, but like a transparent black sort of thing. If I can get that to work, or if I just want to cut some like board of some kind and just paint them black and put them in there. I'll probably try to do clear. I think that'll be the best. I haven't had good luck with the smoky black resin, and black is just going to be black. So maybe clear so you can see through it. But it does have a cockpit cover. It's not attached anywhere. It just slides on or pops on and off. And I don't really think the model printed this way there's any way to attach it to make it pop up, because it's going to hit. But that's fine. I can just set it on and set it off, and I did sand it, but it still seems like it might be a little tight. I might have to take it down a little bit more. But that's it. Now, with the chair in the inside, I'm going to have to do it with Dr. Crusher, because she's the only glue figure I have out. So you can see here for the 3.75, number one, they're still a bit tall. Her head hits this back knob here. It doesn't go into the back of the chair. The back of the chair is still back there, so it doesn't fit that way. And it's really wide, like her arms are really far away from the chair arms. So I'm hoping that when I print out the larger one, the Playmates figure will actually be able to sit in there, and their head won't also hit this. This might have needed to be a little higher to fit in there, but you can stick them back in. But again, it looks a little funky with the head. Now, either way, even if she's up like this, the canopy does still go on. And looking at where she fits, it does look like it would still fit with like a window in there. So I think it'll be okay. And obviously, I do have some 3.75-inch Klingon figures that I have made for the Gloob type lines and stuff. So I've got some Klingons that I can use in this. But really, I do like the look of it a lot. I think it's going to be a nice little fighter. Just maybe some things. I don't know in the bigger one if I want to change the chair, take the chair out and put a different chair in, or just leave it alone. And as I said, since this is where the cockpit fits in the front, there's no controls of any kind, right? So this is where the cockpit's covered. So I'm thinking that maybe there needs to be like a cover on here up to the front that's got like Elcar screens and stuff on it, buttons and stuff, because there's no controls or anything anywhere. So I think also I need to design a little insert in here, at least for part of it, in front of her, where we can still get them in and out, where I can put some decals for controls and stuff. But the body itself, really nice model. And again, like I said, I'm not sure if this was a paid one or not. If it was, I definitely say check out his Patreon. And I'll put a link for that up because he does some really, really impressive stuff on there. Again, really like it. Some stuff I'll probably change for myself. But overall, yeah, really, really pleased with it. So that is the Klingon attack fighter, single person. Like I said, he named it the Chorid class. I'm fine with that. I think it's a good name. Landing gear here. Get some pegs made for that so it attaches. Get this sanded down so it fits a little better, because it seems a little tight. Make some windows, make some controls, and I think we'll be in business. So again, like I said, I will put a link for his Patreon, if it was Patreon. If it was Thingiverse, I'll put the Thingiverse link, but I'm pretty sure this was his Patreon. So I'll put that in there. Really good stuff on his page. So that's one project I got going on. I do have one more video after this, one more 3D printing Star Trek project I have going on. And I'll do that right after this. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.